Auth66. Now today I can say today is officially day 6. When I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, I was like, it's Saturday. I think we're meant to be doing these on the weekend. I'm not really going to take a pause because um, I want to stay committed to what I'm doing. But yeah, I was like, what goes along with my weekend, And I was thinking about something that was said about me recently, just about my memory, which is a funny thing. It's something that I've kind of prided myself on. If I have a conversation with somebody, if I meet somebody, I tend to process something about them that helps me remember where I met them or what was going on. Sometimes things are too frenetic and it messes with that superpower, but for the most part, I will remember weird things like locations and how that location smelled or not. And then sometimes I kind of have to trick my memory into creating these relationships with whatever's going on. I'm going to give an example. I think it was like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. No, it was before COVID, so it was more than that. We went as a family to Disney, and maybe it was actually after because it was like a replacement trip. Anyway, it doesn't really matter when. Point is, we were having such a great time. I really loved the memories that we had with the kids. They were like a sweet point where they were still excited by stuff that was in the parks, but like not so young where they were having meltdowns every 2 seconds. It was the first time that we had understood what the DAS pass would mean for Aiden and how that could help him with his anxiety. And after our disastrous first trip, it was kind of interesting. And I remember being like, I loved this trip so much, but like Disney is sensory overload, right? And I love it because I crave sensory input, but also it can be hard to attach to one specific thing. Our very first Disney trip that was disastrous still had like a moment where I have a photo of something where my son was like losing his mind over fireworks that I was able to attach to that trip and bring me back to a happy moment. But for this trip here, there was so many data points. I was like, I'm not sure if I can, bring back. And we were at Epcot and we walked into the Nordic area, and there was this like fancier version of the shop, and we didn't bring the kids in. And I had perfume, and there was this perfume that smelled like snow, or not really like snow, but that's what they said it smelled like. And I loved the way it smelled. I loved the whole experience, and I should have got it, and I didn't. So when I went back, I think it was like for IT Nation Connect, we went with our 2 service managers. And when we went back, I came into the same place and it brought me back. And so I actually bought that perfume. And when I put that perfume on, it reminds me of not only the time that we went with the service managers, but with the family. And it kind of brings back that, that area. And, I think about little things that I do, like pins for the trips that we get. I always pick up Christmas ornaments when we go to certain places to be able to put on the Christmas tree, and it kind of brings me back. Anytime that I feel like there's a moment or a memory I want to keep, I turn around and I find a way to attach a smell, a song, something small like a pin. Any of you that might have received a button from me or picked up a button off the table at MSB Geek, like this is what I'm trying to do is just create this moment in time where you go, okay, here's a memento from this time that I hopefully felt amazing. Because you want to remember it and you want to keep that, because not every day is going to be amazing. Sometimes there's going to be moments where, things just suck, and, you want to remember what's great about life. And for me, little mementos and memories do that. And I think it might be the thing that, considering the way that I grew up, which, I don't really talk about on LinkedIn, but it wasn't always sunshine and roses. I think those memories and holding on to what's great is a superpower of mine because it's a coping mechanism, right? So I think whether it came out of something like the way it did for me or the way it works for other people, I think finding ways to remember what's great about people and remember what's great about your own memories or interactions that you've had is just another way of keeping positive, the same way that maybe people do yoga or go running or whatever. For me, it kind of works that way. And then it works out because then I remember things about people that make them feel seen and important. So that's my little tidbit for today. I mean, consider what it is that you're keeping. Consider, the ways in which you hold on to what's great, because there should be a practice and a plan for that. Take care, everybody. Hope you have a great weekend.